Good morning, everybody. It's a dreary, rainy day here in PEI, but I do have something that might lift our spirits, and it's this. Hmm, a Diplomat. Diplomat since 1922. Diplomat's a German pen company. They actually make um, what I consider some of the most underrated pens out there. They are a little pricey. Maybe that's why they aren't as well known or popular company here in Canada. But I have three now, and I love them all. And well, I don't know so much about this one, I should say. But I'm going to talk about this pen here, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. I'll do a writing sample and give you some technical information. So, Diplomat, it comes in this rather attractive little cardboard box. It has this sort of stylized propeller logo, and as you can see right here, fairly simple packaging in many ways. And you open it up, and inside is another package. This is sort of I think that's aluminum, some kind of metal sleeve, and you pull that out, and inside is another box with Diplomat, the same branding, fairly straightforward. You pull that up, and inside you get the pen. And this is a Diplomat Excellence A2 black and gold with a fine nib. And it came with a standard international ink cartridge, and it also came, which I like, it also came with a converter. I like when companies do give you a converter. Some don't. Sometimes you don't get one, but I like it. And it's a standard international converter, of course. So let's take a look at this pen. It's a black lacquer on an aluminum body. I think it's 14 karat gold plated trim. The finial has the propeller on the end. I believe that's just paper under a piece of glass, but that actually no, that feels more like a piece of enamel. I can't feel any glass. I know that on the inexpensive Magnum, it's just a little piece of paper under a plastic bubble, but that feels a little bit more substantial. And what you get is rather attractive, actually quite attractive. I really like this pen. I have a thing for black fountain pens, black and silvers, but especially black and gold. And this is beautiful in my opinion. So it's a aluminum body, aluminum cap, a black lacquer over it. Has a spring, really actually a very nice spring clip. That really feels solid. There's a little pin right there. You can just see where the pin goes through on the clip, and it has the rather attractive shape of a clip. Once again, there's a little teardrop in there, sort of picking up the logo elements, and I should have read what it said on the band. Diplomat, made in Germany, probably. So this is the Excellent A2. As you can see on the box, it just says right at the back here. Excellent. Yeah, fountain pen, black lacquer, the A2. I don't know if there was an A1. Maybe there is. Yeah. Yeah. So what you get also, it's a pull cap, and I think most Diplomats are pull caps. And I really like one feature about the Diplomat cap, and it's the sound. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a little thing. It causes me pleasure. What can I say? So yeah, so it's made in Germany. It's a stainless steel nib with gold plating. It's a two-tone. Um, Length of the pen cap closed like this is 138 millimeters long, and when it's posted, it's 155 millimeters long. And the diameter is 13 millimeters, and it's 46 grams. It's actually a nice weight. It's a hefty pen. Um, it's a big pen. Well, not a huge pen, but it has a nice weight to it. It has a really nice weight, and it feels very well balanced. Like in my hand right here, um, doesn't feel back weighted. Doesn't feel front weighted. You put the cap on, makes a nice length. Very comfortable in the hand. I can feel a bit more weight on the back, but that's kind of nice. It just sort of nestles into the crook of the thumb and the finger. Feels very secure in there. It's a shiny section. Some people might find that too slippery over time. I've never really had a problem with shiny metal sections. Um, there's a little gold clutch ring right there, and a little bit of a step from the section to the body. And it's not sharp. You can feel it. It feels quite nice. It feels nice in the hand. Um, and it has a beautiful nib. It's a stainless steel with gold plating. It's a Jowo. I never quite. I should look up that. How do you pronounce it? Jowo. Um, and apparently, Diplomat has somebody who tunes their nibs for them at the factory, because it's like Faber-Castell in that whatever they do to the nibs, it just improves them. They're really nice to write with. And this is a fine nib, so it's a Diplomat. Oh, and I also should mention that the ink in it, I put this. I got this little Ferris wheel press ink charger set, and the ink in it is Spruce County Post ink. Is Spruce County a place in Ontario? Let me know in the comments. I know that there's a Prince Edward Island County in Ontario. I'm in Prince Edward Island, the island on the east coast of Canada, if you're wondering. Yeah. So ink is Spruce County Post. Very nice, actually. Very sprucey. And I'll be looking at. We'll take a look at this on another video. Some Ferris wheel press. So I'm just going to do a writing sample with a quick. Quick brown fox, right? Jumps over the lazy dog, right? Now, I don't know if my mic is picking that up. I'm just using a phone here. But there's a nice sound as you write. It's not so glassy smooth that there's no auditory feedback in some ways. It is a smooth writer, but you can hear the nib going across the page. It's actually very nice, like that little bit of sound. ASMR, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it. It has a little bit of feedback. It's not glassy smooth. I don't know if I'd refer to this as a wet pen. I haven't really spent a lot of time writing with it. I just inked it up and gave it a little test. But it actually lays down a nice line. So I'll try it in different inks, but I quite like this Spruce County Post in it. It's very nice ink. Maybe it's a dry ink itself, but we'll find that out. As time goes on, I'll learn more about the pen and what inks I like in it the best. Oh, there's also a little sticker here, Excellence Black F. I'm going to keep the sticker, but I'm just going to put it in the case. I keep all these things that come with the pens. I have a shelf full of cases. And, I think if I ever sell a pen or give it away, I like to pass on the paperwork and things like that. it's good to keep them. A lot of people toss them out, but that's up to you. So what do I like about the pen? I like a lot of things about the pen. I really actually I like the weight. I have a lot of lighter weight pens. I quite like them, but it's kind of nice to have a pen with a bit of, heft to it. And I don't know if this is the heaviest pen I have. It might be. Okay, I'll have to weigh these two pens at some time. I love the look of the pen. It's very classy. It's like a very formal pen. You could use this almost in any situation. If you're in an office, business person or a lawyer or a doctor, in a meeting, it's not going to be so outrageous to pull this pen out of your pocket and use it to take notes. It's a lovely writer. Beautiful nib. It's a stainless steel nib, but it's nicely tuned. But stainless steel versus gold nibs, they've improved. Stainless steel has improved so much. And in some, maybe I'm going to say something controversial. I think in some cases the manufacturing of gold nibs has decreased because you don't get the flexy gold nibs that you used to back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. But they still make beautiful gold nibs. But I think the gap has closed up, right? If you bought a stainless steel nib from the 1940s, it would be very cheaply made, very poor alloy. It would be scratchy, might not even have tipping on it, as compared to a gold nib, right? So nowadays, though, they've improved the technology for making stainless steel nibs so much that I often wonder, which does it really matter anymore? It's still nice to have a gold nib. I still like a gold nib, but I still like a nice stainless steel nib too. And there's some beautiful stainless steel nibs out there. Some people are going to disagree with that comment, but that's just how I feel. What do I like about this pen? It's beautiful. It seems very well made. It is. It's a pen I'm going to be careful with, of course. Like I say, it's good for almost any occasion. You might want to have a pen case if you're carrying it around in your pocket, just because of the lacquer. It's a very shiny, very nice lacquer, but I would probably slip this into like a sleeve of some kind if I'm going to toss it in my pocket. That's just something just to protect the finish. It's such a nice finish. What don't I like about the pen? Well, Diplomat tends to be a little pricey on the first glance. You go, oh, it's got a stainless steel nib, and they get a little bit pricey. But I think what you're paying what you're paying for is the quality and the machining of the materials and the quality of the build. I have a couple other Diplomats, and I'll look at those in a few minutes, and we'll just discuss those. So that might be the only thing I would say is they tend to be a little expensive. You might think, oh, well, it should have a gold nib, and you can get gold nibs, or at least I'm pretty sure you can get gold nibs. But the stainless steel nibs are beautifully made. They're very nicely tuned. I think what you're paying for is the quality of the manufacture of the materials. Just that's how I feel about that. The other thing, even though I love this beautiful black lacquer, one thing I might say, I am going to be kind of careful with it. Like I say, I'll put it in a sleeve if I toss it in my pocket, or I'll put it in a pen case if I take it places. I'm not just going to toss this pen into my pocket with my keys or coins or anything like that. I would be worried about damaging it. Sometimes, sometimes you have a pen in your pocket you just don't want to worry about. And I would worry about this. And I'm also, I like to post my pens. This posts very well, but I might have to do some research, read some reviews about it. It might be a pen that I choose not to post, mainly because of the beautiful finish. I don't want to scuff it up. So that's one thing that I don't like about it. But and actually, that's not something I don't like about it, but that's a worry. Let's just say that's a worry. Um, Now this comes in several other colors. I should say that too. There's some beautiful colors. There's a beautiful brown. There was a very nice brown that I was considering, but the black and gold, I saw that. It was like, I want that one. Beautiful pen. The other Diplomats I have is this Diplomat Arrow, black and silver stripe. Very similar in many ways. This has a medium nib, similar in the fact that it's got that beautiful slip cap. This probably has a louder sound to it, and this is very distinct. It has that Zeppelin shape to it. It's a very, it's the kind of pen that, even though it's pretty, subtle colors, it's actually a little bit less formal than the Excellence A2. It's a bit more fun in some ways, but also a beautiful writer. And I like this pen a lot too. It has this has fine, this is a medium. And then there's this. This is the Diplomat Magnum, which is an inexpensive pen. You could probably pick it up for $20. And it has quite literally one of the nicest, wettest, juiciest nibs I've come across in quite a while. And it actually has a little bounce to it, so it's an absolute delight to write with. This is a bit, finer. This is finer nib. It's a little stiffer. This is medium. I wouldn't say it's flexy, but it's a little wetter. And this is a juicy little writer, which is a lot of fun. So if you know somebody who's wanting to get into fountain pens, or you want to gift somebody a fountain pen, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would recommend the Diplomat Magnum. Right. So, yeah, just me wandering. A beautiful pen. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I'm going to use it a lot. I will slip it into a little sleeve if I carry it around in my pocket, and I'll take care with it. In some ways, I don't have to. I feel almost that I don't have to worry about this finish on the Diplomat Arrow as much as I would on this Excellence. But hey, that's just me. What can I say? Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. If you're new around here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have had this pen, the Excellence A2, and with a very shiny lacquer finish, have you had any problems with the finish? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to treat this as though there might be problems, like, carry it on a sleeve, etc. But it's a beautiful pen. Let me know if you like yours, if you have one. Yeah. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.